Hi, this is Makar, and today I'll be talking about the war updates in Ukraine for February 12th. Before I start, as usual, I would like to ask you to click on like on this video, as every like will help my channel to grow. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. So let's start. Today is day number 354, and as of today, there are 137,780 Russian personnel being liquidated in Ukraine since February 24th. That's plus 900 since the last day. Also, now Ukrainian army counted all the equipment that they destroyed in Vuhledar yesterday. So 13 tanks, 14 APVs, and other vehicles and fuel tanks, as you can see, artillery systems, and one special equipment. Also, Ukrainian army shut down 10 Russian drones and one aircraft. So now let's go to Telegram and look at some infographics that is provided by Russian propaganda channels. That's for February 12th. As you know, they call the war a special military operation, which is a total BS, because that's an actual war and genocide of Ukrainian people. Also, after the next Ukrainian territory in the east and south, they mark this territory as orange and red, the same color as Russia. So be advised that this territory is Ukrainian, including Crimea. So let's start.
Russian troops struck at least 3 enemy facilities in Kharkiv. In the Slobodsky district, the AFU personnel location at the Novaya Posta base was hit. Ukrainian units again shelled the Sudzhansky district of Kursk region. A team of builders was hit by artillery fire in the village of Guevo. 1 person was killed and several civilians were wounded. In the Belgorod region, the enemy also struck at border population centers. In Shebekino and Novaya Tovolzhanka, residential houses and civilian infrastructure were damaged. At least 3 civilians were injured. In the Kupyansk area, the Russian troops continue to develop their offensive. Control over the northern outskirts of Hryanikivka has been established. At the same time, the Ukrainian units abandoned their positions in Dvorikny. North of Soledar, Wagner PMC units continue their assault on the AFU defensive lines near Vasyukivka and Rozdolivka. At the same time, the Russian artillery launched massive strikes against the Ukrainian units' positions. North of Bakhmut, Wagner PMC assault groups have established control over Krasna Hora. The liberation of the settlement must result in breaching the enemy's defenses in Paraskovivka.
Here I would like to highlight the wording that they use, liberation. So that's Russian army on Ukrainian soil, occupying Ukrainian towns, and for some reasons they call it liberation. That's a complete 1984 Orwell's reality in Russia. That's occupation, not liberation.
Russian forces continue to fight fiercely in the northern, southern, and eastern districts of the city. The Wagner PMC troops are supported by aviation, as well as barrel and rocket artillery. To the southwest, Russian troops are advancing towards the AFU defensive lines in the direction of Stupochki and Chasiv Yar. At the same time, there are clashes in Krasny. The enemy continues to lose positions in the village. Fighting resumed in the Odessa direction. A Russian naval drone attacked the railway bridge in Zatoka. Crews of frontline bombers in the Black Sea dropped.
We discussed it yesterday that Russian army attacked. They sent the drone towards the bridge in Zatoka in Odessa region. So there are 2 connections between continental Ukraine and this part of Odessa region. One is this bridge, another one is through over here through Moldovan territory. So without this bridge, the only way is here.
4 air bombs on the AFU positions on Zeminy Island.
And basically, because even though this area is far away from the front lines, they cannot claim as They can't claim it as attack on military objects. That's an attack on civilian infrastructure to make life of Ukrainian people harder, which is considered as a genocide of Ukrainian people. Okay, so now I would like to show you a short video of a battle that's over here.
Яка моя робота по фіфа? Ще
Come on.
нахуй!
Okay, so now let's go to the map. So in Chernihiv region, Russian army shelled Sinkivka over here. In Sumy region, Russian army shelled Novovasilievka, Porokhon, Studenok, Starykova, and Volfene. All of these 5 towns of Sumy region. Now let's look at Kharkiv region, where Russian army shelled Krasne, Глибоке, Синельникове, Вовчанськ, Вихолівка, Новомлинськ, Дворічна. Aviation conducted airstrikes at Hatisha and Vovchansk. So now let's move south to Kreminna area, where Ukrainian military repelled Russian attacks near Torske over here, and they also repelled Russian attacks near Belgorivka and Serebryansky Foresty over here. Let me zoom in a little bit. Then I have a video from Kreminna area, from this area, video of the trenches. So where is it? And guess whose soldiers are these in the trenches?
Мадяр на зв'язку. Пора працювати.
Let me.
Джага-джага!
Okay, let me reload it. So that's the full video. So that's right here. Okay.
Бажаю міцного, everybody. Мадяр на зв'язку. Пора працювати. Джага-джага! Пора їх працювати інтенсивно і тривало. Почнемо детокс-програму. Дивимось уважно. Подав.
Okay, so now let's go back to the map, and okay, so we looked at this. So in Soledar area over here, Ukrainian military repelled Russian attacks near Fedorivka of Luhansk region, and also PMC Wagner Mercenaries have captured Krasnohora village of Donetsk region. That is confirmed. So they took a picture of the stela at the entrance of the town. So that is a confirmation that Russians are now in control of, so they occupied Krasnohora. So now I have a short video of M777's artillery mortar. Boom. That's Ukrainian warriors sending greetings to Russians. Okay, now let's look at the deep state map and see how the front line changed. And there were several changes. So let's look here at Soledar. So that's February 11th and February 12th. As you can see over here, Russians advanced from Blagodatne toward Orikhovo-Vasyukivka. So all this territory is now under Russian occupation. And then Krasnohora is obviously in occupation. And then over here they advanced from Belogorivka and Berestova towards Vyimka. That quite far from Vyimka, but still. Okay. And on Bakhmut, sorry, that stands. So if you want, let's look at the several days change. So That's February 8th, and then February 9th, February 10th, 11th, and 12th. As you can see, they keep advancing. So that's what Western countries' intelligence agencies were predicting. Russia launched another offensive operation, and Ukrainian army is defending right now in defense mode. I believe they're Ukrainians waiting for Russia to bleed out a little bit on this offensive, and then they will counteroffense on their shoulders. So I have another video for you that is called Jaga Jaga, and hopefully it's gonna load. I'm gonna turn off the sound. So that's Russian occupants are walking around in the trenches, and then
Jaga Jaga.
Jaga Jaga. Look how this one is proper. Another one. Jaga Jaga. That's what happens with Russian invaders. They die. So another reading. Oh. Another one is, let's put it this way, he's sleeping forever. Oh no, he's moving. Okay, so now let's go to Bakhmut area. So in Bakhmut area, Russian army tried to attack on Bakhmut, Ivanivsky, and Chasiv Yar, and all these attacks were repelled by Ukrainian army. Then I have two videos for you from Bakhmut. So one is, one video and several photos. So these are Ukrainian warriors sleeping in the trenches. That's the conditions of how they survive in the war zone. So that's another one. They're smiling, they're happy. These two in the trenches. That's a jet. Not sure whose jet is it. That's another warrior. And several more. Okay. And the video that I promised you is over here. So that's how Ukrainian tank is working on Russian invaders who are taking their positions in some house.
Bring the action.
He's gonna turn right here, and so he's turning right, and over here there are positions of Russian soldiers there, and look what happens with them. Boom, boom, boom. Booyah! Jaga Jaga! Look how everything is destroyed. That's what war is. Sorry, let me turn off the sound. So nobody invited them to come to Ukrainian soil. They came, and that's why they die. Okay. So now let's go back to the map and look at Avdiivka area. So nothing happened in Toretsk and Kurdyumivka. So in Avdiivka area, Ukrainian army repelled Russian attacks near Pervomayska over here. And they also repelled Russian attacks near Pobeda and Mariinka over here. And Russian army shelled Mariinka over here. Now, I have two more videos of tanks. So one is number 11 over here. So that's Ukrainian armors. And one more. Okay, so now let's go back to the map. And let's look at the deep state map as there was a frontline change near Mariinka. So let me move the map a little bit here. So that's Avdiivka and Mariinka is right here. So February 11th and February 12th, as you can see, Russians advanced in this area towards Novomikhailivka and Pobeda. So that's another change in the front line. So Russians are in offensive mode right now. So yeah. Okay. Vuhledar. So in Vuhledar area, Russian army shelled Velika Novosilka and Novopil, and Ukrainian military repelled Russian attacks near Vuhledar, over here. Then I have two videos from Vuhledar. So one is this one. Nope. This one. So this is the current situation in Vuhledar.
Витя, передай привет.
Я повторюсь, русский военный солдат. Иди ты нахуй.
Підараси йобані. Ну, що понатворювали тут, не? Йобані насрав.
Не сиділось вам дома?
Гандони ви їбані, бля. Пиздец, нахуй.
Слава нації.
Шляпани їбані сюди.
Because of this war, Ukrainians will always hate Russians for what they did. And I believe generations after generations. My kids, my grandkids, they will hate people from this so-called country for what they did. Okay, and one more short video.
Это наша техника разбита. Идем на дачу Угледара.
So this is V, the sign of Russian army. Z and V they use. So that's from Vuhledar.
Пиздячина от посадки. Хуй пойми что, он башня от танка, а вот сам танчик.
So that was the head of the tank in the foresty, a little bit far. From
Пиздячина
that.
от посадки.
That's the head,
Хуй пойми что, он
here.
башня от танка,
and that's the
а вот
tank
сам
itself.
танчик.
That's how powerful
Вот там в
explosion
поле,
is.
он видите, возле ворот тело какое-то лежит.
Somebody.
Еще один там. Ну, и по прямой дальше то же самое. Вот это все, что от посадки осталось. Вот так и живем. А по телеку у нас, как всегда, все хорошо. Мы лучше. Все, мы любим вас.
Okay. Now let's go back to the map, and I'm gonna zoom out. So in Mariupol, right here, reports of active air defense and explosions near Mariupol of Donetsk region. Now in Zaporizhia, Russian army shelled Malinivka, Guleypole, Cherivne, Malatokmachka, Magdalinivka, and Stepnohirsk of Zaporizhia region. Stepnohirsk is right here. That's Kamyanska and Stepnohirsk. My relatives live there, so I know this. I've been here multiple times, so I know this place. Yeah. Okay, I have a video from this front line. That's a drone footage of Russian so-called army. So that's the convoy getting smoked, and Ukrainian army is making barbecue of Russian invaders. Barbecue time. There is no actual sound on this video, but as you can see, somebody laughed. these 4 armors or APVs are standing. Not sure why, but that's another explosion. And another one. Okay, so now let's go back to the map. And in Dnipropetrovsk region, Russian army, air defense is active in Dnipro city and amid new drone attack over here. According to Ukrainian Air Command, Russian army launched reconnaissance drone at Dnipropetrovsk region and several balloons with reflectors over here. Then Russian army shelled Pridniprovsk of Dnipropetrovsk region over here near Nikopol. And then in Kherson region, Russian army shelled Gavrilivka, Milove, Червоний Маяк, Novobereslav, Bereslav, Burgunka, I mentioned Pridniprovsk, Stanislav, and Kherson city of Kherson region, all of these towns. And in Ochakiv, over here, Russian army shelled Ochakiv of Mykolaiv region again. So this is it for today. If you like this video, please click on like and also share it with your friends. And who wants to check out other videos that will appear in the corners. Thank you very much for watching and have a nice day.